Protest today brought a crowd outside the Southwood apartments in Richmond. People living there claim hundreds of units are in need of repairs and argue that those issues are not being addressed in a timely manner.
Our Jake Burns joins us live in the studio with more on their message. He also has a response from the apartment complex. What are they saying, Jake?
Well, they are saying that some of these maintenance issues are not being addressed and brought to them directly, but the people speaking out today say those complaints are leading to safety concerns for their families, and they feel their voices are being ignored.
Poder, poder, poder.
Notice on these signs the broken heart symbols.
En la mancha.
Residents at the Southwood apartments in Richmond say it's in direct response to this sign, put up on the public side of the complex by management.
We are Southwood, these people are Southwood, and we're not convinced that you guys love us.
Sophia Vega is with New Virginia Majority. The group worked with the immigrant community here to document what they say are safety repairs the complex has long neglected.
The biggest issue I think I see is probably cockroaches, rats. There's also the stoves. A lot of people have issues with short circuits in the kitchen with electrical appliances. Someone's microwave literally caught fire a few weeks ago.
Following an investigation by the Richmond Times-Dispatch into living conditions at Southwood last year, a spokesperson for the apartment says since late January, they've inspected more than 3/4 of the 1,300 units here, looking for needed repairs or pest issues. The spokesperson says 70% of the problems discovered had not been reported by the tenants.
You call them in the morning, they would be there sometime before the end of the day.
Tina Tonzo walked up to the protest to say she's never had issues with maintenance and thinks Southwood is getting a bad rap.
It's not that I'm against them. I'm not against nobody. We all live here on this property. If we get together and work together to get it together, then it'll be fine.
But many of the residents working with New Virginia Majority say their complaints continue to go ignored or are brushed off.
Obviously, immigrants come here and they're not aware necessarily of their legal rights, and they don't think they have any in general because when they cross the border, they think that their rights are taken away. You know, if they speak up, they'll get deported or evicted, and they don't want that.
The group tried to drop off dozens of documents of alleged ongoing maintenance problems, but no one at the leasing office came to the door.
I know that they have a lot to do, but at the same time, they wouldn't have a lot to do if they were constantly repairing things as they should have been.
Now, that RTD reporting we mentioned, it led to a launch of a civil rights probe into the Southwood apartments by then Attorney General Mark Herring. Housing advocates were concerned when Attorney General Jason Miyares took office and fired the lawyer handling it, according to reports. Now, in an email, Miyares' office tells us that investigation does remain ongoing, but could not comment further.